Hey everyone, welcome back to Living Lauderdale. Today, we're taking a relaxed drive around the Riverside Park neighborhood here in Fort Lauderdale. I've got my brand new iPhone stabilizer on hand, which I'm still figuring out, so if you notice the camera tilt up toward the trees every so often, no worries. That's just me getting the hang of this new setup. Still, I'm excited to show you around one of the city's most charming areas, where old Florida character meets a laid-back modern vibe. Let's start with a quick overview of where we are. Riverside Park is located just a bit southwest of downtown Fort Lauderdale, nestled alongside the South Fork of the New River. Despite being so close to the city center, it feels like a hidden oasis once you turn onto these tree-lined streets. One of the first things you'll notice is the dense canopy overhead, lots of live oaks, royal palms, and other tropical foliage that create natural shade, especially on sunny days. As we drive, you might see glimpses of the neighborhood's namesake park, also called Riverside Park, with its basketball courts, tennis courts, and green spaces. Historically, Fort Lauderdale as a whole started growing in the early 20th century, around the 1920s and 1930s. Riverside Park is one of those older neighborhoods that still retains much of its vintage charm. Take a look around, you'll see a variety of architectural styles, from classic Florida bungalows to more modern renovations. Many of these houses date back decades, built to make the most of our tropical climate. Notice the large windows, wide eaves, and front porches where neighbors can gather on cooler evenings. This mix of old and new gives Riverside Park a friendly, eclectic character. Now, one thing that sets this neighborhood apart is its proximity to the water. You may hear Fort Lauderdale called the Venice of America thanks to its extensive network of canals and waterways. Riverside Park is no exception. Some of these streets run parallel to canals, and if you peek down certain side roads, you might spot boats docked right in residents' backyards. It's part of what makes Fort Lauderdale such a boating paradise. If you're a fan of kayaking or paddleboarding, these hidden canals can be a peaceful escape, letting you experience a slice of nature even in a fairly urban setting. Speaking of waterways, one of the highlights near Riverside Park is the historic swing bridge on Southwest 11th Avenue. Although we're just driving around the neighborhood today, you might have seen or will see that bridge in another video of mine. It's one of the few operational swing bridges left in the area, built to pivot open so boats can pass through. This piece of engineering history is still in use, and whenever it swings open, traffic has to pause, giving drivers a moment to watch a little bit of old-school Fort Lauderdale in action. Welcome to Living Lauderdale, your window into the vibrant life and hidden gems of Fort Lauderdale. As we loop around these streets, you'll see more of that classic Fort Lauderdale design, ranch-style homes and bungalows with large yards, some with towering palm trees in the front. In recent years, there's been a bit of revitalization here, so you'll also spot renovated properties and brand new builds sprinkled among the older homes. This mix keeps the neighborhood dynamic and draws in new residents looking for a quieter pocket of the city without sacrificing convenience. If you're visiting Fort Lauderdale, Riverside Park might not be on your radar right away, but if you have a car or rent a bike, it's definitely worth exploring. You get to see a slice of the city that's beyond the typical tourist attractions, and the laid-back atmosphere is a nice contrast to the busier beach areas. Plus, if you enjoy local parks, Riverside Park itself offers a great place to stretch your legs, shoot some hoops, or just relax in the shade. Well, that about wraps up our drive. Thank you so much for joining me on this little tour of the Riverside Park neighborhood. I hope you enjoyed getting a closer look at these peaceful streets, the tree-lined roads, and the glimpses of local life in this lesser-known corner of Fort Lauderdale. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, drop a comment if you have any questions or suggestions for future spots to explore, and subscribe to Living Lauderdale for more drives, tours, and local fun. Until next time, keep discovering those hidden gems wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me on this tour. If you enjoyed exploring Fort Lauderdale's hidden gems and unique neighborhoods, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Living Lauderdale. I've got plenty more local spots, drive-thrus, and fun facts lined up, and I'd love for you to come along for the ride. Let me know in the comments what you liked most about today's video, or if there's a specific place you'd love to see next. Your feedback helps me discover new areas and keep these tours fresh and exciting. And remember, if you want to stay up to date on the latest videos, tap the notification bell so you'll never miss an upload. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Safe travels, everyone.